Hey, what's up there? I am Michael. That's
Oh,
Nick.
yes, it's true.
It's the St. Patty's Day episode.
It's
March
true.
17th, it's St. Patrick's Day.
It's true.
It's I don't know why it ain't a national holiday, but it's kind of bullshit. It's I think we deserve our own holiday. I mean, Columbus, he didn't even really find America. It's all bullshit. He gets a holiday. Martin Luther King Day, like, what did he do? He really didn't do anything.
No, don't you can't even
St.
bring him
Patrick's
into
Day,
it.
like you got to Nah, I'm only kidding. St. Patrick's Day. You want to hear actually the whole backstory about
Nope.
St. Patty's
Nope.
Day? Because
Nope.
I feel like it's important for people to know.
Nobody cares, Mike, honestly. Nobody cares about
Why?
Irish people in this country. Nobody cares about Italian people in this country.
Well, I'm going to educate you anyway. St. Patrick, he was born in Magcal Succat, wherever the fuck that is, in 385 in Kilpatrick, Scotland. That's where the fuck it is. Uh,
Okay.
at the age of 14, he was captured during a raid of his hometown and
Wait,
was taken to Ireland to
hold
work
on,
as
hold
a
on,
slave.
hold on. If just imagine storytelling, right? Like if
Yeah,
commas and periods didn't exist, right?
yeah.
He was born in Scotland at the age of 14.
Yeah, he was born like at 14. He skipped like 14 years. And just like all of a sudden, he's a teenager and he was fucking born, man. He just magically appeared. He's out there banging. So this guy, he was taken, like he was stolen, bro. He got kidnapped and forced into slavery.
He
That's
was
how.
Italian, right?
Now he was actually like from Scotland. So what? Scottish?
No, but I think he was Italian too. I think I don't. No, I think he was Italian. Maybe he was born in Scotland, but I thought he was Italian.
St. Patrick's Day doesn't seem right.
Was St. Patrick Italian? Ready? Let's
Yeah.
see.
Ex Kronk, they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about? He's Irish, dumbass."
Um, who is Patrick? Was he Italian? Um,
It's blasphemy what you're saying.
I don't know. I always heard that he was Italian.
Do I ask if I don't know, Sopranos is Irish or some shit? What do you guys?
Ready? He is the
Well,
primary patron saint of Ireland, but was most likely born in Roman Britain and didn't make it to the Emerald Isle until he was kidnapped by Irish pirates at the age of 16. Look at this.
yeah,
It's all hearsay at this point. It's all hearsay. 14,
I
16,
know. That's
Irish,
yeah.
Italian.
And
Was
people
he
are
even
gonna get
real?
that. I mean, nobody really knows. It's from the year 385. If that's, can you imagine? Like, what? That's a real number
385?
in 385. Like, you
Oh
imagine
my
like you're
God.
born like in 200. You're like,
Yeah.
ah, man, I'm born in like 210.
Yeah.
This sucks. Like, what the fuck you do back then?
Wow.
It doesn't seem like even real. Like, it just seems like I don't know. The Earth was created only a few years ago. But yeah, like he was like captured, and then he was like he learned the language of the Irish.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. Just drink beers and speak really fast where everybody could understand you.
Right.
But then I don't know, he went back. He escaped, went back to Ireland, and started preaching Christianity.
No,
Christianity.
Christianity. No, it's Christianity. You got it right.
Christianity. It was
Christianity. Christianity is correct.
you sure? Like I could go with it right now. I'm pretty sure I fucked that one up. But
No,
Christianity, uh,
Christianity.
Christianity, he brought that back like with like vengeance. Like and then his name was Patrick, and yeah, that's what he did, man. That's how St. Patrick's Day started. And
It's great.
you know, white guy, I guess. I don't know. Like who
What
knows?
did he do though? What the fuck exactly did he do? He brought Christianity to Ireland. That's what you said? Because I wasn't listening really. I'm trying to do something funny here.
That's really nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. So good. Uh I don't
Good
know.
multitasking.
Good. Yeah, good for you, man.
Thanks. That's good, man. Well, happy St. Patty's Day to one of the Irish people that I know,
Yeah,
Michael.
that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
my holiday.
happy. Hey, he's happy. Hopefully, this reaches Brian Farley one day soon. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day
Yes,
to Brian Trainer
yes,
and all the other trainers.
correct. All the nieces and
Um,
nephews.
to my lovely girlfriend, she's a little part Irish.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Everybody can have a little Irish in them.
Yeah. And yeah.
Wink,
And
wink.
all the other Irish people. Stay safe. Eat that corned beef and cabbage though, right?
There's St. Patrick's Day, bro. We used to go down to the city, New York City, for the parade back in the day.
Yeah.
We
Oh
were
yeah.
animals. Like back then, we were drinking like we found this drink. I think it was MD 2020, but it was green. It was
Okay.
like neon green alcohol. And you
Okay.
know what? We decided, hey, it's St. Patrick's Day, we could drink it. And, we're like, I don't know, 19 years old, 20, 21, 22, around that age, whatever.
Yeah.
And we were pounding these fucking bottles. Like, dude, if I even look at that thing today, I'll
Yeah.
just start puking like right away. There's like no chance I can even, if I take a whiff of it, forget about it, man. I'll be on the floor. I don't know how we drank some of that crap, but then, we're down there getting smashed. We're peeing in the middle of the streets, like anywhere
Yeah.
you could possibly pee. You're peeing somewhere. That's when the city, like, nobody gave a shit. We are just partying our ass off. St. Patrick's Day, hugging each other, like we accomplished something. Like it was just a reason to go down there and get hammered during the day. That's all it
Right.
was.
Of
We didn't
course.
give a shit about the parade. I didn't give a fuck about these drummer boys and these people just marching down the street with their bagpipes looking like women in their kilts. Like it looks
Drummer
stupid,
boys. Drummer boys.
I would never wear those Irish kilts. That's just embarrassing.
You're
There's no
not
need for
strong.
that.
You're not man enough. You're not fucking man enough
Oh
to
yeah,
wear.
that's what they say, right? Nah, you know what? Okay then, I'm not man enough. I love
Yeah.
when they say that. Oh, you're not man enough to dress like a fairy.
Right.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? No, yeah, screw you, man. But yeah, we used to get. That's just a reason to drink. We used to get smashed, not giving a
Yeah.
shit about it, and then finding a McSorley's down there, or you know what I mean? Whatever, just going in there and getting more drunk, and then somehow
McSorley's.
taking the train back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's when I used to, we could drink back then too. It was an all day affair. Like it was wild, man. Wild times, man.
There was wild times. Is this backwards? This writing?
No, I could see it. It says hyenas roar. Your background for people that don't know. Softball. Softball season's around the corner. Our team name's Hyenas.
Yeah.
We might be stepping down to the E with the clincher. Right? I think going into the season. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like, for people that don't know, we play softball in White Plains. Nick, you said this guy like you talked to that runs it. He's like, oh, maybe if these teams aren't in it, and we could keep our Tuesday night, but that's bullshit. He's gonna say anything just to get teams up there because not a lot of teams are left in that division anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you
No, you're
play
right.
the same team like 3 or 4 times, so he's gonna lie to you to try to keep you in. I say no matter what, just drop right down, and everybody's all on board anyway. So why change it up now, or even give that thought to people in their head? Then it'll be split.
I'm not going to give them the thought. I'm not going to give them the thought. The only reason why I was thinking about it is because the ball that we used last year and the few years before that is like the most high speed ball coming off a bat ever known to mankind in softball.
Yes.
So we've been playing really, really good teams. All right. Let me give you some backstory if you haven't followed us throughout the years of the Hyenas. We're a pretty good team. Our average age nowadays is probably like 47.
Ouch. Yo. So what does that mean? Getting older?
Yeah. So
the mean is above.
yeah. So it's not 47. It's definitely in the 40s, like 40.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got to be 44, 40, something like that, right? Because I mean,
I would say so. I mean,
I'm one of the youngest. Actually, I'm not. Farley's younger than me. Chris is younger. Who else is very young? I know Jeff is younger, right?
Yes.
So like they even it out a little bit, but then everybody else is like mid 40s or something like that. So like,
Not me. I'm 29.
oh yeah, you're 29. I'm
Oh, yeah.
28.
Crushing it.
So we started off in the season in the league very good. We're still a pretty fucking good team.
Yeah.
It's just that slowly but surely they weaned out the A and the B divisions and they came down to the C division. So we had to drop down to the D because it was like playing against the New York Yankees, as the Boston Red Sox. And you're just getting it back in the day anyway.
It's like playing the neighborhood guys, but all our neighborhood guys are on steroids.
Exactly.
You're on steroids for softball. Like,
Yeah.
what's the matter with you? Like, what are you doing to yourself?
Yeah. And we hung all the time. We made it to the championship multiple times.
Yeah.
So it's not like we couldn't hang.
No.
And And honestly, we still could hang. We could get to the fucking playoffs. We could get to the championship,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
we
just
could.
not as fun anymore because you got to give 170% of your energy in order to match fucking 26% of their energy. There's
Yeah,
kids that are 20, they just got out of college. These kids played for Marist or something, right?
oh
And
about that, yeah,
they all played baseball. They would miss the first quarter of the season, so their record would be like 0-4, and then they would all show up because they just got out of college, and they would
right.
just rape everybody. These kids just single after double after fucking triple after home run, and they could field like they're AAA fucking baseball players. So
Yeah,
listen,
like, what are you doing playing here?
I'm not afraid of those teams. We're not afraid of them, right? Because we almost beat them in the fucking championship
Right.
2 years ago, right? We fucking that was the best game ever. I was out because I hurt my fucking shoulder in the first game of the championship. In hindsight, I should have just fucking played. But anyway, we're losing 10-1 at
Yeah.
some point. And then we started coming back, coming back, coming back. 10-9 in the bottom of the seventh or the top of the seventh thing, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Yo, the pitcher looked shook. These kids didn't know what the fuck happened to them. They looked like a bunch of fucking pansies. That's a 41-year-old calling a 21-year-old fucking pansy. But they were so scared. If we fucking won that game, they would not have been able to come back. They would have been like, your daddy fucking bent you over
Yeah.
your knee and was whipping you with his fucking belt. Like, not happening today, boy.
Who's your
But
daddy?
yeah. But we ended up flying out with bases loaded with a fill-in kid who
Oh,
was
God.
absolutely a phenomenal fucking baseball player. But all he had to do was slap a fucking single and we would have
Right.
fucking won the game.
Yeah, just that's
But
it. Yeah.
you can't be mad at the guy because he's a specimen of a human being. Dude shows up to the softball game with a fucking fisherman's hat on and fucking like shorts up to his ass. I don't remember what he looked like. Ripped. The motherfucker's ripped. Lightning fast. Playing in the outfield, like basically like hugging the infield and being able to run down any ball and can
Yeah.
launch the fucking ball. So you can't be mad at the guy trying to fucking hit a grand slam.
Yeah, that's
But
probably what he does, you know?
yeah, but the
Like,
team
I
was
don't care
playing in
about him.
fucking no man's land. So I mean, anyway, we're dropping down to the E
Wow.
League. Long story short, because
Yeah.
it's a clincher league. It's a little easier on the bones. And we have I
Right.
don't want to say it's because we have a better chance of winning. I honestly don't believe that's why we're dropping down. I just think it's when your time comes, you got to recognize it before it's too fucking late, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, exactly.
if we drop down into the E and it's pathetic, then we're gonna go up to the D next year. But if it's competitive, you know,
It is. It looks. I've seen a couple of the games. I
yeah.
played on a couple of games. Like it's competitive.
I'm just not looking forward to if this is the fact like anybody could join the fucking E League, right? So we've played in the E League before with a worse team where we were on a worse team and we were smacking people around.
Yeah.
So if we're playing teams like that, it's just going to be like it's not going to be fun for them. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be fun for us still because who gives a shit? It's fun to fucking just beat the shit out of people, right?
I mean, is it though? Sure, it might be
No.
like for like one game.
I know.
If you hate them, if you hate the
Yeah.
other team, but if you
Yeah.
don't hate them like this, I'm like, I don't want to be like out there like, oh, we're up 50.
No, no,
And they,
no.
then they look shell shocked and you're like, you're bored. But I don't think that's going to be the case. The way we played last year, man, I don't know. It's not a gimme that we're just going to go out there and dominate these guys. You know what I mean?
know.
That's what
Yeah.
I think people are going to be in for a rude awakening. Some
Yeah,
of these
you're
old
right.
guys, you know what I mean? Better not show up like late to the
Yeah.
game, like 2 seconds before it starts. I see
You're
these motherfuckers, they're stretching, they're warming up.
Yeah.
People go there like they actually warm up and stuff. We, on the other hand, we get there. Some of us get there early, but we start drinking. Like as soon as we get there at the field, you start drinking. Then as soon as the game over, we're fucking. One thing we're always champions at every year. We're always the last team to leave that fucking parking
yeah.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking Tuesday night, whatever
Yeah.
it is. I mean, that's what we're good at. I think I'm gonna start bringing beatboxes with me now. If for people that know, if you look up beatbox, it's a malt beverage in these like little juice boxes. Like it is amazing. They have all these different colors. And Shaquille O'Neal just came out with his one. It's the blueberry lemonade. I can't wait to try those. I'm getting my hands on them tomorrow. But those things, bro, 11 percenters.
Oh
Those
my
things, you
god.
drink two of them, bro, and you're night night.
Night,
You know
night.
what I mean? So nah, man, it's probably not a good idea. I bring them to softball. I don't want people
Probably
just
not.
fucking passing out
You're right.
before they can even get home.
I never really thought about that, like why people are like dropping fly balls and like not fucking fielding grounders properly.
Yeah.
Like maybe don't drink before. I haven't drank before the game in a couple of years because I realized one time, well, multiple times while I'm in the outfield, sometimes I would eat pizza and have a couple beers before the game, and then I couldn't even fucking move.
Right.
If
Yeah.
like you got to run around out there, so if you got to chase like down two fly balls in a row, and then you can't breathe.
Oh, forget it, man. What if you got to take a shit because you're a dumbass that ate a couple slices and throw down a couple beers? Like my
Yeah.
stomach would be turning out there.
Yeah. No, I can't do it. But you're right though. Everybody hangs after the game. A lot of the other teams just leave, and I think I've realized that it's because this is all we have left. You know,
I
those
was
other
gonna,
teams.
I was gonna go the opposite way now. I was gonna say, well, we're a really close team.
Yeah,
I was gonna be the nice version. You'd be like, yeah, we're done. We got nothing. This is it.
yeah.
This is all we
No.
have.
Like the other teams have to wake up early to play more softball the next day, and the young kids have to go home and like I don't know, go to the bar or like they probably do. They go to their sponsored, maybe they go to their sponsored bars, or they're just like whatever. This is just softball, but not to us. Softball's life, even though it's not life. It's life.
Nobody wants to go home. This
Yeah.
life is like we want to be out there all
But
night.
you're right though. We are a close team. Everybody loves each other. We don't fight with each other. Except for when Lou got on the team last year and he started cursing out everybody. I had to fucking yell at him.
Sometimes you gotta wake these guys up, these old timers.
Nobody fucking yells at each other on the team because they fucking know better. Number one, and I'll be like, I'll go under my breath, like, are you fucking kidding me, guys? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's just a fly ball that you should
Oh
have
yeah,
caught or
yeah,
a
yeah.
ground ball, like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. If you drop a ball and it doesn't matter, I'm gonna laugh at you.
Hmm?
Number one, I'm laughing at you, right? Like, nice job, Dick.
Nobody, nobody's gonna be really mean about it. Nobody's gonna turn around and point at you like, "What are you doing?
Right.
What is the matter with you?
Yeah.
You worthless piece of shit!
Yeah.
You can't catch a foul ball." Like people. I've seen that. I've seen that on teams where people get crazy. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
if somebody talked to me, like if one of my teammates ever talked to me, like remember in like Naked Gun where Reggie Jackson like got the beep and then he pulled a gun underneath from second base, I would have a weapon underneath second base and I would retrieve it and fucking stab one of you guys if you ever dog me in the middle of the game. Especially with like fans there. We have fans like that watches the game.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine the embarrassment? Like, that's the type of shit. Like, you go postal, like a mailman, and you shoot everybody.
Dude, the only person that really gives it to anybody is your brother on the team, number one. But he just turned 60, so happy birthday, Brian. Did you tell him happy birthday for me the other day?
I did. I think I did say happy birthday. Oh, I did say happy birthday from you. Yeah,
good. He'll give you like sarcastic fucking remarks, even if you like. I don't even think I dropped a ball last year because I didn't really play much. But you could have the game of your life, and he'll be like, "Yeah, bro, you think you could do a little bit like better next week?" And be like, "Bro, I didn't do anything wrong." I'm like, yeah, it wasn't that good. Like he'll just get to like, you can never be that good in Brian's eyes. Was that how he was as an older brother to you?
Oh yeah, he used to fire the football at me like a couple times in the backyard, like really hard. Like, yo, you're trying to hurt me.
Yeah.
You're not trying to play with me. You know what I mean? I'm like 8. He's like, oh, I'm trying to toughen you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like whizzing the ball 100 miles an hour. I'm like, if I don't catch this ball's gonna hit my face and murder me in the backyard.
This is the best
it's
thing,
competitive, dude. It's competitive shit. Like I think everybody, like if you get like, it's one thing to be competitive. Like I think most people are competitive what they do, but once you start playing sports, like then it's like we get to another level of competitiveness where it makes you crazy sometimes. I think, man, there's a couple times I flipped out on the softball field yelling at people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we don't, and I never like flip out or yell at anybody, but sometimes like it just gets you. Like we all know Marshmallow. He like got kicked out of every softball game he ever played for us. So we know how his fucking temper gets. But yeah, once you get that competitive fucking blood going, dude, it's over, man. It's over.
I know. The best was, and we probably talked about this before, but the infield always shits on the outfield and on our team, right?
Yeah.
So they decided, switch outfield and the infield, right? and they didn't do good. Let's put it that. Let's put it fucking straightforward. Those guys that would yell at the outfield all the time did not do good in the fucking outfield. The
Correct.
best thing, your brother. This is your brother's major fucking his line. He always goes, "It's easier to run backwards than forwards," right? So that doesn't make any
That's
sense.
that's no, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
It's
So he's
easier
like,
to come for the ball,
yeah, yes.
not go backwards.
He tells us always play in and then go out for the ball. But in order to get the ball, you got to run, you got to turn around,
Right.
you got to run full speed, and you got to be looking over your head, right?
Yeah, that's tough. That's
In
yeah,
order
it's
to
tough.
catch a, in order to run in for a ball, you just have to run, which we've been doing
Right.
all our lives, running forward.
It feels like a really just reactionary type deal. But
Yeah,
outfield, it's tough. Outfield is tough. You got to drop balls. First off, it's not even a real ball. It's like a gigantic ball compared to your glove. It makes no sense, softball, you know?
yeah,
At least, like, get it down a notch that it actually can fit in your glove because a softball hit right in your glove, it just pops right out sometimes.
yeah.
It's not your fault, you know?
No, definitely not. But I would much rather play the outfield than the infield, dude. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I
Yeah.
I can't stand there, and it just always feels like the ball's gonna shoot up into your fucking face. Especially on the fields we play on. Like Delfino's a good field,
Yeah.
but in the Yonkers fields we used to play on, they were bad. There's fucking rocks all over the place and pebbles. Like one field was made out of pebbles, and if you slid, you got to go to the emergency room because you got fucking 87 pebbles. Dude, I used to go to work the next day, ripped up fucking thigh, torn to shreds. And
Right.
I slid for the first probably 10 years in softball. I don't fucking slide anymore because
Not worth it, man.
couldn't walk right for the next 3 days.
Sliding is the most stupidest thing ever. Like, just throw me out, man. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to get dirty.
Right.
I don't want to go down and like, because like me sliding is just awkward. Like it seems stupid. Like and I always go head first, so I just do like a body, like I just drop like a body, like I body flopped in midair.
Yeah.
I'm not even going forward. I just
Right.
drop straight to the ground.
That's
So if I
insane.
don't stop like on top of the bag, I'm not reaching it. Like if I start my slide like a couple feet away from second base, I'm just gonna fly, right fucking head first in the dirt,
You're not making
take
it.
me, and I'm out. That's it.
Yo, how's your hand doing?
My hand is getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a little pain, cortisone shot, all that shit. I'm hoping that I don't need surgery. That'd be whack.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then I'll just be hanging out drinking after softball every week. So
Yeah.
I gotta go back like mid-April and see what's up.
Shit.
Yeah, doctors, man, you gotta go, right? Don't
Eh.
don't you gotta go for like a hernia sternum test?
Tomorrow, yeah, I got to get the endoscopy done. And of course, it's not bothering me all the past few days. So I'm like, I don't need to go, but I'm going to go because I am curious to see, just curious to see what's going on down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why this is inflamed.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know why. We'll see.
So the doctor's gonna be like, "Yo, you got the farts, and one stuck up there."
Yeah. They're going to put, it's funny that they're putting me out. And then like 1.2 seconds later, I'm just going to be like awake.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. Like I got to do a colonoscopy, and they do the same thing. You get knocked out.
Yeah.
Because you can't have something go up your ass when you're fucking awake.
I don't know. That's that.
I mean, that's what people tell me. So, but yeah, I got to get a colonoscopy done. I guess 29 at the right age. Gotta get it done. They're gonna do something crazy.
Shit.
Putin. You're gonna Putin right on my bunghole and stuff. So like I gotta deal with that kind of shit. And then you can't, and I asked one of my because I've never had it before. I asked one of my coworkers.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, can they do that right in the office or you have to go to the hospital? And he's like, nah, they do it right in the back of Acme. I thought that was pretty sad. But I was like, maybe they do it in like the office. They just like, knock you out. They just, put that thing up your butt.
No, I think they do it. They bring you to a. You have to go to a facility. I think.
Is it a hospital or is it a facility? Is there a facility that does that? Is
It's
it
a
just
facility.
a building where dudes are just getting colonoscopies done? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
you don't
you
want
think
to
ever?
one of those.
Do you think like a colonoscopy happens and they forget like to clean the thing, and like they just do an endoscopy right afterwards, and you got like some dudes like shit fucking tube like
Oh,
camera down your throat,
I didn't think about that. And
and the whole
endodontics,
time you're gagging, they don't know that you're out, and you're just gagging like, oh.
that's some pretty sick, twisted shit.
Yeah.
An endodontics is where you go through the mouth,
A what?
and then what you said before. the
Say it again.
the endoscopy.
Endoscopy, yes, the endoscopy, the endoscopy.
Endodontics.
Yeah, endoscopy's good going down in the mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
that's my worst case nightmare. So like, yeah, eventually like you got to do it because they find like polyps or whatever the hell you call them, and
yeah.
it could turn out to be cancerous. So it's a good idea you get that colon checked out early.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the crap we got to do, all the medical stuff, and it all costs money because we live in the United States.
Well, they got that AI shit right now that you could just like piss on a tab and it's like, nah, you're good, homie. Or like, nah, you ain't too good, homie.
Right? They give you a frowny face.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wah, wah.
Imagine that's how they answered you like, yo, you good. And then like, you all right. Like, yeah, you're not too good. You ain't too good. Yeah, yeah. You might want to get this shit checked out.
Oh no, bro.
You fucked.
Man, it's just looking bleak.
Bleak. Memphis bleak.
That's funny, man. Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah. You
No
ain't too good,
worries.
but you be all right.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about like AI and technology. Just keep going with that shit so they can
Yeah.
figure out shit way quicker and kind of, hopefully the treatments become better and stuff like that for like based upon what RFK is doing. I haven't followed anything anymore. I don't know what's going on with the war. I don't know what's going on. Like I go on Facebook like for 3 seconds nowadays, and if I see a political thing, I don't even read it anymore. So like I don't know what's going on. Are we out? What's going on?
Good for you, man. No, you know what? I feel like if we talk about it, it's just gonna bring me down.
Okay.
Let's talk about more AI stuff. Like, I want them to be able to like cut our heads off, right?
Yeah.
Or be able to like cut my head off and put like my head on Michael Jordan's body.
Okay.
This way, I could see how it feels like to dunk a basketball.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say what it feels like to have a huge penis, but
I already got one of those. So, what does it feel like to dunk? You know what I mean? Just to put one down on a
yeah.
motherfucker.
Just dude,
Bang.
get the adjustable rim, bro.
No,
Just slam it.
I've done that. I've done that when I was a kid. Like I think it was like Sports Time USA, whatever that. Not that. Like they had another one in Yonkers, where you play games and you lower the hoops,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah,
have like
yeah.
the pizza parties like back there. I think it was like off Sawmill River Road back in the day.
It was
And
called something. Oh, something with the like a basketball kind of name in it. What was it?
oh,
Something time, but it wasn't sports time.
I know that's why I forgot, man.
That was the best fucking place, man. You used to have birthdays there and shit like
All
that.
the
You
time.
rented out the basketball
Yeah,
court. Oh,
the piece, and we lowered the hoops there.
yeah.
And then we were
Yeah.
just like dunking on everybody, going back
Hell
and
yeah.
forth. All you were doing was just dunking. Nobody was shooting an outside shot. It was
No.
just going to the rim and just smashing it. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, you eat pizza, have Coke, the drink, have the cocaine. And they just like party, man. It was awesome. I think we had like so many birthday parties there, like when I was a kid. Oh, that was so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah.
That's what we should bring back. I know we had a birthday celebration with Dill Money and
Oh yeah.
Malarzik. They
Yeah.
had their birthdays.
Happy
Instead of,
birthday, bitches.
I know they had one of them was gonna Fogarty's on Saturday night. Hopefully that went out. I was too sick. I wish I could have just showed up for a drink, but did not feel good. But instead of like bringing birthday parties to the bars, we should have like an event where we just go and just play games like that.
Yeah.
Bring it back. Like, yeah, let me go dunk on these motherfuckers. Let me go eat pizza and have cocaine with my friends when we're older.
I like that. I
I
like
mean,
that idea.
I think I'm describing like Dave and Buster's, pretty much.
Yeah. You're right though. Why do birthday parties all have to be at bars still? Like, why can't they be at like, oh, we're going to the movies for my birthday? I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
That could be at like early, 7 o'clock.
yeah, word. I mean, it's something different. You know,
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I'm like, Malarzo's going to be like 50, I think, next year. So we
Uh-huh.
should have like a big bash for him. Invite everybody
Yeah.
that's ever known in his life, and we just show up to the park. Just hang out, drink
Yo.
40s, right? And play basketball.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Bring it back old school, man. We'll bring back
Yep.
like, the baggy ass shorts.
Yeah.
We'll bring them. The N1 tank tops, and
Uh,
yeah, that'd be dope. That's the birthday party I want.
okay.
Yeah, we go down the block, in the dead end,
Yeah.
drink 40s all night.
Hell yeah.
Or we throw a keg party down there.
Yep. Dude,
Those are the days. That's what you do now.
my favorite fucking shirt, I believe it was an N1. Yes, there it is. I just found it, but not N1 shirt.
Yep.
You've got something in your eye. Dot dot dot. My jumper. That was my fucking dude. I say that line all the time, thinking somebody's gonna understand what I'm talking about,
Yeah, yeah.
and nobody fucking knows what I'm
Oh,
talking.
dude. M1 always had those fucking lines. You got something in your eye, dot, dot, dot. My junk. When I'm dunking on you. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. Oh,
Hell yeah.
those fucking shits were the best, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that'd be a cool fucking party though. Bring it back like old school like that. That's what we
Yeah.
used to do. Like for people that don't know, we used to go down, hang out at Dead End Street, drink, have a keg party,
Yeah.
find another party that we heard through a friend, go to that party and the house party,
Hmm.
cause a ruckus, and it was like that every weekend. There's this shirt. Every weekend, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the days.
What about bowling? Like I would go to a bowling birthday party. That'd be fun as hell.
Like even like the midnight bowling, where it's
Maybe
like
about midnight bowling.
the
Oh yeah.
pins were all like colors and shit.
Uh-huh.
That'd be a cool birthday party. Yeah, movies. If you're watching YouTube, Nick is just putting movies on there. So you know who I seen on the gram or on Twitter or something on social media? Sophie Rain.
Never
I
heard
don't
of her.
know if you ever heard of her, but I don't know. I think I don't know. I forgot what she did. Like she's probably like the OnlyFans or whatever.
Okay.
Um, which I would never pay for. That's just ridiculous to pay to see
No.
this nonsense. I don't know how they're getting, but apparently she's getting like millions and millions and millions of dollars, and it's
Okay.
all who's it coming from? Just horny dudes that got no lives. That's
Hmm.
who is paying for this. You
Yeah.
know, it can't be nobody else. I can't. I don't know anybody that subscribes to somebody's OnlyFans. I don't think I've known anybody. Like, where do they
You
get
don't
this kind of money from?
you don't think you know anybody.
But they would tell me. I think they would tell me. Hey,
Maybe
Trent,
they're too embarrassed. Maybe I'm too maybe they're too embarrassed to tell you.
you imagine, Mike? I got something to tell you. What? Lima bean Uso? Oh,
Dude,
I have OnlyFans.
there's a lot of people out there that like they probably think like they're special because they're like signed on to their fucking OnlyFans, and maybe they respond to you on OnlyFans too. So you're like, oh shit, I got this chick fucking responding to me. You
Yeah,
know?
right. They get that feedback, and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, and then it gets really weird. We're like, oh my god, I have a girlfriend, and their parents get so happy. It's like, oh, finally, you have a girlfriend, and yeah, man, yeah, she's up in Florida. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go see her one day, and then you
Yeah.
show up to the house with like a duct tape and rope. Because you're a psychopath. Like these
Yeah.
people get like so caught up in this like fantasy world, man. It's like ridiculous. But that's who's paying for these broads. And I tell you, I looked at her like I would not kick her out of bed. That's for damn sure. I'm not paying for an OnlyFans. Like I'll take you out for a drink or whatever, but that's crazy. You're not getting a subscription from me where I gotta pay like I think what a 10.99 or 15.99 a month or some shit. I don't know what the rates are for this shit.
Yeah. I just looked up the rates. It's probably about like $10 or something like that. But like,
So
um,
I have a Netflix account.
good for those girls. Number one, I am very proud of the OnlyFans girls who make that money on these suckers. I am. You gotta be happy for those girls because there's so many suckers out there, man. They
Right.
just are.
There are a
There's
lot
so
of
many.
suckers.
Why not fucking take their stupid money, right? But
Horny
like,
sucker dudes.
oh god, they're so suckers. You can't just go on fucking YouPorn and fucking crank one out and get it over with. You gotta like go into the whole thing and go about your day. Like you gotta go into the whole thing of
Whole
like,
thing, the whole like charade.
oh my god.
Like, just go in the corner, fucking use your imagination and rub one out.
Use your imagination.
For real,
Oh,
what
man.
happened to the good old imagination? Like, what we had to do back in the day? There used to be a JC Penney catalog
Yeah.
with like chicks and bras in like the middle of it. And then you'd search for that, and you're just like, wow, this is
Yeah.
amazing.
Dude,
That's your
you had,
imagination.
you had to use your imagination, and then somebody popped into your head that you were like, "What the fuck are you doing in this imaginatory jerk off session?"
Right. Get out of here, Bill Murray.
And then he's like, "Come on, let me." Actually, Bill, you could stay, but your friend's got to go.
Nordberg, you got to leave.
Norberg.
Dealing with something right now.
Porn might be a problem though. Like, you ever
It's
see
too
these
much.
ads that come up and it's like, it tells you that you're weak because you watch porn and like you were like these guys are like, I was addicted and like I stopped watching it. Like when I was younger, like I kind of remember when porn started like existing, right?
Yeah.
We used to have the brown box with channel 37 on it, right? And you could scramble it and
Yeah.
you'd get it, right?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden the internet came out and there was no videos, but you could print pictures. I used to print pictures of like
Oh, I could see you doing that.
fucking not Carmen Electra, right? Carmen Electra. And then to dispose of the evidence, I would soak them in the sink and crumple them up that you would never know what was printed on. You couldn't keep it. You couldn't keep it. You know what I mean? Because you're like,
Yeah, I know.
you didn't do your laundry at fucking 13, so you couldn't just keep it in your sock drawer.
I'm surprised you didn't take it outside and burn it.
Those pictures were good for one whack, and that was it.
One whack. It's one whack. Yeah, that's the limit. It says a limit on there too. Limit one whack per customer.
Oh shit! You got to make that the title. Good for one whack or something like that. One whack only. I don't know.
One whack off.
Oh,
Oh shit. Yeah, dude. I mean, it came like, remember they were coming in emails, these pictures of these hot rods? Like, I
no.
remember, like, yeah, they were coming in emails where you get the email and all of a sudden it's Carmen Electra. All of a sudden it's like Anna Kournikova, And I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, you open up the email. I mean,
Oh
sure,
yes.
yeah, I mean,
yes.
listen, you get the picture, but you also get a virus. Who cares?
Computer blows up.
Right. Like, don't worry about it. I'm good.
Like, Dad, we need another computer. And he's like,
Right.
again? We just got you one 2 days ago.
Fucking this porn addict son of a bitch. It's like, be safe. You have to be safe. Protect yourself.
Dude, we've talked about this before. We did nasty shit when we were kids on the fucking internet, bro. Just dirty cyber sexing with people. We didn't even know who they were. Could have been a fucking 80-year-old guy for crying out loud. Like,
I had no
I
idea
was
who it was.
13 years old. I'm in my friend's fucking bedroom. I'm not going to shout his name out, but he doesn't listen to this, so it's okay. But we're online fucking being little creeps like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I'm sucking at your titties, right? Like, definitely wasn't a chick, man.
You go to chat rooms, right? You were asking age,
Yup. Sex, location.
right?
Want a cyber? As soon
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
got want a cyber from somebody, we're like, yeah.
Right. They're gonna fuck. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Everybody's gonna be whacking it.
No wonder why we're such perverts.
Oh, dude, we're
Like-
deviants. We're deviant animals.
The internet fucked us.
Right. The internet really screwed. This is just way too much, bro. There's way too much.
Oh my god!
Like
Like,
too much out of it. Sometimes you just Google the wrong word, and all of a sudden you're watching milfs. Like, it's like, what happened? I wanted milk, and then I just got a bunch of milfs fucking popping up. and
chocolate
out.
milk. You wrote chocolate milk, and you got.
Did you mean black porn?
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck, man? Oh my
It's
God.
fucked up. The internet's fucked up. Really,
I
is.
almost wish they would put a ban on it, just because, like
keep it off
for the
your cell
younger
phone.
generation. For
Keep
the
it off
younger
your cell
generation.
phones.
What?
Keep it off cell phones.
Yeah.
You can't be just running around in public on your cell phone looking at porn.
Or you should make it pay. You should make them paid sites, dude. Honestly, you gotta fucking pay. You shouldn't have easily accessible fucking porn like this.
No way.
Like, no, it ruined us. Think about what it's gonna
It
do. We
wasn't-
didn't have.
It
porn
wasn't
at 12
free.
years old.
It
No,
wasn't free
no,
for us.
no. But it is free for little kids now, and that's scary. That's fucking
That's
scary. It
terrible.
should
It's
not be
terrible.
fucking available.
You
You know what
know,
I'm saying? Like, and
and
they know they're not stupid.
well, they're not stupid, but you take it out. You know what it is? You're missing the whole fun of going out and getting that first porn.
Yeah,
Or you know how hard porn was to go get back in the day?
it was
That's
hardcore porn.
dude, yeah, I'm
Hard. It
talking
was
hard,
hardcore hard.
crazy hardcore porn. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was like an event to go get
Yeah,
it. You'd have to
and there
figure out
was
how to get to the city,
yeah.
go to this fucking spot. Like it was, I had to know somebody that was also a deviant that had these tapes in the back of his store. It was
Dude, and
nuts.
there's nothing better than a magazine, honestly, in my opinion. If you see a magazine and you open that up, number one, the girls in that magazine are like better than fucking anything on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
anybody can do porn and put it up on the internet. They were like high class models, and it was like high class. You know what I mean?
It
And
was
you
high
were,
class.
you know what I mean? And you still had to use your fucking imagination. You were like, oh my god, look at this fucking beautiful pinup fucking Playboy model. Like
Oh,
it just did something different, like tantalized or whatever the word is,
titillated,
something different. Titillated you.
titillated us.
Yeah. Because it's just now it's all I could Mike, I could go on right now and just I could be watching porn on my screen while talking to you right now.
Right. I could do that too. I mean, who says I'm not? You know what I mean? I got mad windows open.
But people say that like you should stop.
But
Like I've watched these things. Like they're like you like it's addicting.
it is addictive.
You shouldn't be doing it. It's not the norm, even though we think it is the norm. It's become the norm. Really isn't the fucking norm, like to be seeing naked chicks. And not only that, tons of dicks.
Right. Way too big wieners. If anything, they should blur out the wiener.
Yeah.
You know, that's
No, but we've all
everything
seen
else.
the Asian shit where it's blurred out. And you're like, why are they blurring out the dick? Like it's just weird. It's weird to watch it. It's weird.
I know. You're like, oh, look at that pixels.
Yeah.
It's like a little ridiculous. But you're right.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like it was class. There was
Yeah.
class to it. You know,
Yeah.
now it's just disgusting pieces of fucking meat that are doing these porns. It's disgusting. Some of these, man, you go down a rabbit hole sometimes and you're like, ew. Like some of them are just like butt ugly. You know,
Yeah.
like back in the day, our porn, it was classy and all the women were hot.
Yeah.
Nowadays, my God, there's some really disgusting pieces of crap out there. And you're just watching it like, oh my God, can this just end already? Like
You could watch anything. You could type you could Google anything. You could type in like
it's terrible.
obese, nine-toed, like
Acne on the
shaved head
back.
on the left side, tattoo of a polar bear on the right arm,
Right.
and like a fucking flamingo on the left butt cheek, and you're going to find a porno that matches exactly.
Right. One eyebrow, one blocked nostril.
That's important.
It's like this guy has here it is.
Ah,
Oh, you would think I have like crazy taste. Nope.
I would love to have a competition for who could find the craziest fucking wildest fucking porn ever. You know? I know Crazy Chris would find it because he's gonna search for things that you might think in your head, but you're just gonna be like, I'm not going there with that.
I'm not
But
gonna
crazy-
press send.
Nope. But Crazy will go there. He'll be
Yeah.
like, and obviously there's gonna be a midget there and like, just fucking a horse.
Right.
Like or like a midget horse.
A midget with no teeth. Riding a miniature horse to the porn scene.
Oh my god.
Right? We'll have like, oh, that'd be great, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bet it's out there. If we can think it, we can achieve it.
It's true.
Make
It's
it
true.
happen,
You're right.
So yeah. Stay away from porn, ladies and gentlemen. It's
I
gross.
think I'm gonna quit. it.
Oh, I quit porn a long time ago.
Bullshit.
Not bullshit. Bullshit. Telling you. I'm like a fucking Zen master now.
What does that mean? You what does that mean, Mike?
I could just blink and then all of a sudden, boom. Like I did it. I did it. Boom. I don't need any stimulation, I don't need
That's
to
great.
shit on YouTube, Pornhub. I don't need any of that shit. I don't need to hear it. You know, just boom, my imagination.
That's great. I'm proud of you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you whatsoever.
Nah, I was sick Saturday, so of course I had nothing to do, so I watched porn. But
Right.
nah, like I try not to watch that shit, bro. Seriously, I try not to
Good.
watch that shit. It's just
Good.
like a waste of time.
Yeah, it is. It
You know,
is.
just
You're
go for
right.
the real thing. Bring it in for the real thing.
Bring it in for the real thing. I mean, I go through phases where I don't, and I realize that I'm a better human being and I feel better. But then, like, I realize that, like, a lot of times when you get down in the dumps, you go to the dirty parts of life, and you're like, you start where you watch porn, you
Yeah,
drink,
that's where it
you know what I'm
begins.
saying? Like, you eat like shit. But like when you're feeling good, you don't need to go like watch porn. You just don't need it, you know?
I never been so happy where I was like, you know what would make me even more happier? Let me go watch porn now and beat off.
Let me watch somebody else
Right.
bang this chick.
Not
He
me.
beat off to it.
Right. Let me go watch Total Strangers.
Yeah.
And one of the girls fucking ugly as shit. You know what's funny? Out of all the porn I've ever watched,
Yeah.
I could pick out like names of girls that have been in porn. So I know them by face.
Yeah.
The guys that are in the porn, no fucking way can I
Yeah,
even
no shit.
remotely. You know what I mean? I don't even know if
Well,
they show the guys' faces in some of the ports.
Lexington Steel, everybody knows that name, and
I
Peter
know the
North.
name, but I won't be able to
Peter North.
recognize him. Peter
Okay.
North, yeah, kind of remember what he looks like.
And Ron Jeremy, obviously. But like
Ron
you only
Jeremy,
watch
but
Ron Jeremy porn for fun, like just as a joke.
no, you watch like him do other stupid shit after porn. That's
Yeah.
how I know Ron Jeremy.
But I was at Little Nick's birthday party the other day,
Mhm.
and this kid
Before he came
goes, "What? No, this dude goes, you look like I don't know what his name was, like Ron Gillis or so. It's not that name. I don't know who Ron Gillis is, like an actor or something like that." I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" He's like, "He's a porn star," and like people knew this guy. Multiple people knew who this guy was as a porn
really?
star, and I looked at him like, I don't know. I don't know this guy. I don't know his work. I don't know this guy's
I
work,
have no idea
right?
what it is.
So I'm like, you guys, is this the new Peter North maybe for the younger generation?
Oh yeah, it could be the new guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah, you're right. If we bring up Peter North to the other our generation of people,
Yeah.
like everybody gonna know who he is. I think he was the only guy doing porn back in the day. I think that's what it is. Nowadays, everybody's jumping in.
You're right. You could put your own porn up on these sites,
You can if you really want to,
which is insane. You just have to sign up for it and be like, here's a video.
but upload it. Like
Go for it.
you know,
Have at it. Have at it.
I would have at it. Can you imagine that? Imagine you get like one view and it's just yourself.
Like, yeah. Like this is pathetic. Whose little dick was that? Like this isn't a porno.
It was this micro penis. Like what is going on
Slightly larger than micro penis porn.
here? Just made the cut.
Oh shit.
Unintended.
When I saw that this was a 30-second video, I just thought it was the highlights. But it was the whole thing.
All it was he just used his imagination. And then boom. Like it was nothing there.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
Man.
Fucking Porsche is crazy, bro.
Can't believe we talked about porn for a whole half an hour.
Well, it is. It's just, people should know the risks. It's not just you know what I mean. There's risks to it,
Yeah.
Then you're watching these videos, and then all of a sudden, next time you're with your girl, you're choking her. Like, where'd this come from? Like, where did I learn this?
Where did I learn this?
Then I'm gonna be in a commercial. I learned it from watching you porn.
You whore. That would be a fucking hilarious fucking skit, though, Mike.
It would be. Yeah, we should probably do that as our next skit.
Oh my god.
For people that don't know, just watch our skits of comedy we used to do. Where can we find those skits of comedy? Is there like a YouTube channel?
Yeah,
You gotta-
just type in let me see.
You know what?
You got it. What?
Yeah, send me the link and I'll post it underneath our YouTube. So people that are just listening, check out the YouTube, and I'm gonna send you the link where me, Nick, and G and Rob used to do skits. Right? We did a lot of skits.
Rob did skits with us?
I think he did like one skit, right? Back in the day. But otherwise he didn't really want to be on camera. I remember him saying that. I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to be on camera? Like, just be on
It's
camera.
because it's because we were insane. You got to type in hard news Nick Celio Toys R Us and it comes up. You got to type all that stuff in.
Okay, then all the videos pop up. Well, just send me the link. And for
Yeah.
people that watch it on YouTube or just listening, go on our YouTube channel and I'll put the link under there. You can check out some comedy skits we did,
Yeah.
back in the day. It was fun. It was fun and funny,
Yeah.
but
It
that's what we
was.
did. So it's not all about just watching porn people. You could do other things. You can have other hobbies in your life.
Listen, we got 250 views on our first ever video on there.
Yeah.
Um, we really, really should have kept going because not to like, not to be like, oh yeah, we had something that was groundbreaking there, but we did have something that was groundbreaking because we started doing this. This was 7 years ago. It says that we put it up.
Yeah.
Nobody has a fake news show like us that we were got together and we're sitting at a fucking newscast table telling the news and making stupid jokes.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Like nobody was doing that. Still nobody's fucking doing that I'm aware of. Yes, everybody and their mother has a podcast,
Yeah, of course.
aka us. But like
It
that
was,
shit was funny, man.
it was funny. It was almost like I compared to like the Eric Andre show a little bit because
Yeah,
it'd be so stupid, but it was just all news.
dude. I showed Kayla the Eric Andre show the other day, like little highlights of it.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't think it was funny. You know,
What?
you know when it's just like little laughs coming. I'm like, you don't think this is funny? I'm over there. I'm cracking up because
Oh my
when
god.
he
The
when he
funny.
destroys his desk all the time, dude, it's just the fucking best. We got to watch a full episode though. It was just like highlights, so you know.
No, watch a full episode. I'll give you like one to watch, man, dude.
Yeah.
It's one with Jack McBrayer. He's
Uh,
interviewing him.
uh,
And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the desk, some dude jumps out, some monster, like wearing all gray, and he's holding up prices. Like, what do you think about those prices, Jack? Right? And Jack's like, what did he say? Like, and then he just disappears in the desk. And then Andre's like, what do you think about the prices? And he's like, what the fuck is going on? It's so bugged out, this show. Like, you don't
Yeah.
know where it's going. But if you're
Yeah.
sitting there, like, all like banged up, if you're fucking, you know, high as a kite and you're watching this show, you're gonna laugh your ass off. There's no way you're not going to.
we tried watching his stand up and it wasn't good.
I can't watch this. Yeah, I tried to. It wasn't that good.
Bad.
He's
Bad.
perfect. He's just perfect the way he was doing. I think it
Yeah.
was like 5 or 6 seasons of that show.
Yeah. That shit was fucking funny for sure.
Definitely gotta watch that. Any news going on is like we'll give good news, right?
Okay.
So, the astronauts, they got the astronauts home.
What astronauts?
Wow, you really have been since the last time, what was it, 7 years ago that we made those YouTube videos? I think there was an astronaut stuck up in like space for the past like 7 years.
No.
Not 7
Seven-
years. It was probably
How
7 months. 7 months, maybe.
Really? What happened?
They got stuck up there. I don't know, the muffler broke on it. And then all of a sudden, they needed a new muffler or some shit. They were stuck up in space. So they needed, at the time when Biden was president, Elon Musk offered to get him down. And because of the whole politics, Elon Musk, they said no.
What?
And they just left the astronauts up there. These pieces.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't believe
No,
or
but
know if
that's
I can
true.
believe the things that come out of your mouth.
No, but that's true. That's definitely a true statement I just said.
Let me see. Did Biden not allow Musk to save the astronauts? Let's see.
Trump came back in. Trump and Elon, they started putting the ball in effect.
Wow, it's true.
It is true. And they got the astronauts back home. They put in like a new spaceship, went up there, and they threw them into like the little capsule. They were floating around.
Wow.
They brought these guys back here. Can you imagine being stuck floating in space, just floating for 7 months?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, let me out. Just kill me, man. Like,
Yep.
I can't deal with floating around again. Like, what do you do? And you can't beat off up there for
I
7
think you
months.
can.
You
I
know,
think you can.
no, there's no. Well, where do you go? You know what? I'm gonna be in the bathroom for like about 20, 22 minutes. You know, There's nowhere you
22
can hide
degrees.
up there, and everybody's gonna know. It's like you want the bathroom that long,
Yeah,
like you know what you're doing. Yeah, it's either number two or number three. And most likely it's a number three.
number three.
Yeah, but they got these people down here, man.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like they were able to survive up there for 7 months. Like, how many people and what sex were they?
That's a great question. I was thinking about that too. I know I seen a couple like women's on there, but they were definitely outnumbered, like 6-2, I would say.
Okay.
So who knows what was going on there? Maybe they had a gangbang up in space. I mean, that got to be if you're an astronaut, that's probably on your bucket list to be able to bang floating around in space.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
that's number one. That's the only reason why you're going up to space. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, you're not doing it for science. You're doing it for
Mhm.
your own pleasure.
You got to probably have a pact beforehand, like we're all banging up there, right? And then they're like, "Oh yeah, of course," you
Right?
know,
Agreed.
you
Right.
know. But now that I look at like these astronauts, I'm pretty sure I would probably be like, "Nah, I'm not too sure that we're gonna do that." Actually, I think I'm just going up there for like for science.
What are you calling me ugly?
um, that's crazy, dude. Imagine you have like the guy, somebody up there, and they're fucking lost in outer space,
Yeah.
and you're like you have no contact with like what's going on. They're the farthest that they can be away. Like they're not like in Jersey and their car broke down.
No.
No, they're in fucking outer space,
What do you
and the
do?
president's not trying to get them back here for you. Like that's
Nick,
fucking scum.
what do you do? Like if you're up in space, right? And you're like, and then what do you do? You're stuck up there and you call me down here. I'm like, yo, Mike, I'm stuck up here. I need you to come get me. I'm like, what?
My rocket ship broke down.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, Nick. I don't have a rocket ship. Like, and I wouldn't even know where to go up in space. All right, what street are you on up there? You know? How do I find you? Like, there's just no way. Even if I had a spaceship, the capabilities to have one to come look for you, like, where do I go? Like, you know where the sun is?
No,
Just make a left where the
make a
sun is,
left at the sun.
and then you'll see me. I'm right there by the sun.
Yeah. Do you think that at some point or another, if you got stuck up there, that you'd be like, and there was no hope, would you just like put your spacesuit on and open the door and just go
Just
out?
go. Just go. Like, whatever air, if I got like 20 minutes left, I just go see where the fucking wind takes me. You know
Yo,
what I mean? Maybe I end up some other crazy shit. Like, who
oh
knows?
my
That'd be a
God.
dope way to go. If you know you have like say hours to live, right? You
Yeah.
have like pull me up there and
Yeah.
just let me float away.
Yo.
That'd be fucking some dope shit, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine what the sound of outer space sounds like?
I don't know. Is it loud or is it just dead silent?
I feel like you got to hear. It's probably like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's got to sound like a fucking wind tunnel. I feel like there's no wind, I'd imagine, right? But you
Yeah,
got to be able to hear shit
dude.
like shit like that, God. It has to be like that.
Is that a thing? Do astronauts hear shit up there when they're up there?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Let's see. What does outer space sound like?
Because that's some fucking. I just picture it being like so dead silent because it's space and it's like nothing.
So it says in the near empty regions of space, there is no sound because sound requires a medium like air or water to travel through, and space is a vacuum with virtually no molecules to carry sound waves. However, NASA has created sonifications of astronomical data, turning invisible data into audible sounds, allowing us to hear the universe. Wow. Um, so I guess you wouldn't hear anything. You'd probably just hear the ringing in your ears from all the times that you went out to a bar. The ringing in your ears would be so fucking loud that you'd probably drive you insane.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I could see that.
But just
There's a room. I think it's part of like a contest. If you last an hour in this dead silent room, I
yeah.
forgot where it is. You win like they'll give you like $5 million or something. Somebody lasted like 58 minutes and 50 something seconds. They couldn't do
Really?
another minute. which
What?
is crazy. Yeah, like most people last about 1 minute or 2 minute. I forgot
Yeah.
where this place is, but yeah, it's some kind of dead silent room. And I think the dead silence would just get
Yeah.
to you as a human being. Like you can't take it. It's almost like a form of like like torture, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm reading it right now. It says, while there's no official silent room competition with a prize, the Orfield Laboratories in Minneapolis, Minnesota, is known for its anechoic chamber, the world's quietest room, where visitors can experience extreme silence, and where the longest anyone has been able to stay was 45 minutes.
Dude, what is going on that it must drive you fucking nuts, right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Inside the chamber, you can hear your own heartbeat,
Yeah.
breathing, and even the sounds of your internal organs.
Dude, that's not something I want to listen to.
Wow. The
Sometimes I hear
extreme.
my stomach like and it's loud and like when I'm in my room. Can
Yeah.
you imagine what it sounds like? Death silence.
Holy shit. The extreme silence can be disorienting, making it difficult to stand or walk for extended periods, and some visitors even start to hallucinate.
Wow.
You
Wow.
could go to it. It's
Yeah.
$600 an hour.
$600.
What if you just talk to yourself and I'll stay in here for like an hour just talking to myself.
Apparently you can't hear yourself, right? Or no,
What?
can you?
No, you can hear, yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're hearing your dick. You know? Imagine you're hearing your dick and balls. Like what that's what they sound like? Clank,
You can
clank.
hear yourself get a boner. It's like
Right.
you hear it stretching, like oh my god.
And people are like, what was that? Well, that
Don't
sounds like
act
a
like
boner.
don't act like you're not impressed.
Right. That's a cock. Holy shit, Ron, not Ron Jeremy, Ron.
Ron,
My God, Ron Burgundy.
Burgundy, Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy. Oh my God, I almost forgot that. Yes,
That's crazy.
that's something I would actually be scared to do is to go in like kind of a room like that. But it could turn you like a fucking psycho person. You know what else could turn you psycho is say you're stuck at sea.
Yeah,
God forbid you're on a cruise and that shit went down like Titanic, and then you're stuck there by a raft. And
yeah,
then if you start again, there's nothing you could drink. If you start drinking seawater,
yeah.
apparently drinking seawater could turn you insane.
Oh yeah.
Like, why is that? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
So you
it's
tell
salt
me
water. Oh,
since the beginning of time, like people that seen the ocean, they weren't just going there and just drinking it,
it's poison.
you know?
It's poison, Michael. It's poison.
So where'd they get fresh water back in the day then if it didn't come from the oceans?
I'll let you figure that one out yourself.
I don't think I'm gonna get there, Nick.
Rivers, lakes.
Because that's better.
It's fresh fucking water.
Oh shit. Okay.
Where do you think we get it now, Mike?
I don't know. I just figured they make shit like with a
They
well.
melt ice.
I never really
Eight
thought
to
of
one.
that. I just figured like what about if there's no like rivers or lakes by the ocean where they were at?
Oh no, there are. They're called tributaries, I think, run into oceans, right? Like all fresh water runs in to oceans eventually, or not all fresh water. I think like streams and rivers will run into a lake, but like there's rivers and streams that run into fucking the ocean eventually. Like they become, I think they turn into tributaries and then they run into the ocean. I don't fucking know, but
How does it
yeah,
change though? How does it change? I don't
just
understand.
dilutes eventually, which doesn't make sense, right? But so all right, here's a good question. Ready? Where the fuck does it start? Where does a stream begin? Like, where do you? Oh,
Yeah.
this is where the stream starts.
Right. From the ocean. Yeah, where's the pinpoint? Like, how does it change?
I don't know if the ocean starts streams, Mike.
Does
Oh,
it?
it comes from the ground. All right, it's got to come from the ground. Groundwater
Yeah.
must make its way up into like a running stream. It comes up above the ground.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, and then it turns into a fucking river, I guess, and then it eventually it empties out into the. It's got to empty out to like the Bronx River must empty it. Where does it go? Does it go to the Hudson, and which eventually Hudson
Yeah.
goes into the fucking ocean?
Yeah, it does. That's crazy. But
Yeah, that is
it's
crazy.
coming from the ground, which is just like you're describing like pipes. Are there a bunch of like weird people living
Yeah,
underground that have pipes and they just give us stream water, like clean water?
yeah,
It's weird. Like it's I don't know. It's very odd to think about that because that was like my original thought. Like, why are these people like that were living by the ocean? Were they just growing up maniacs because they were drinking seawater and they just thought that's what life would be?
yeah.
Because they probably just thought that's what life is. We drink seawater, we turn crazy, and this is how it is. You know, right? We jerk off in the sands and whatever, go about our day.
But you can. Oh no, so it doesn't go to it flows into the East River, the Bronx River.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Um, but there's ways to I'm sure they knew ways to turn that salt water into fresh water. There's ways to do that as well, like to purify it and get the salt out of it and shit like that. So
But how they do it
those
naturally? How they do it naturally?
I don't know because you're right. Like people that live on a fucking island with like a small island with no fresh water, but
What do you do?
like what about islands that do have freshwater rivers? Like how is that possible? like
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, listen, if I'm drinking water, it's going to be from like the Cayman Islands. It's not going to be from the Hudson.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why would I want clean water? I don't want to fucking drink that raw sewage that's floating around in the Hudson. But what about that place in the ocean? I know if you've seen it, like everybody's seen it, where it just all of a sudden this part of the ocean stops and this new body of water meet,
Yeah,
and it just doesn't go through or whatever. It just stops
yeah.
there in like one weird line. How
That's
does that
magic.
happen? That
That's
is some
called
magical
magic.
bullshit. Like that doesn't make any sense. We're just
Yeah,
gonna have this body of water, and this kind of water is not gonna interfere with this kind of water.
you're
How
right.
does it know that? How does
That's
that water
crazy.
know not to fuck with that water?
I
Where
don't
is
know.
that at? Do you know where that is? Is that's in like the Atlantic or something?
I don't know. That's
Or some
prison rules
kind
right there, though. They know the prison rules. Like, nah, we
it's
ain't
some
mixing.
kind of it's some kind of I don't know, Meridian, Mediterranean shit,
I don't know.
ocean. Like that's where, yeah, some place where it's like that.
That's crazy shit. But just to go back to the freshwater, I'm reading many islands' groundwater serves as the primary and often only source of water supply. Some people use rainwater harvesting, desalination, and surface water collection. So, like, yeah, there's fresh water in.
That's
I guess maybe like rain goes into the ground and the ground is able to like purify it or whatever and it pools at the bottom. I don't know, Like who the fuck knows?
it's fucking crazy. The place I was talking about in the ocean, it was in the Gulf of Alaska. It's where
Okay.
two bodies of water, one from the Pacific and Arctic Oceans meet, but they
Yeah,
don't mix.
that's weird.
Is it the Gulf of Alaska or is it Gulf of America now? Right? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I think it's Gulf of America now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird how the bodies of water don't mix because they say it's due to tides and currents. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't want to hear that bullshit. That's some magical, crazy shit, you know?
Yeah,
The Black Sea also has two layers of water that don't mix. Fresh water floats on top of salt water because it's less dense. So,
that's funny because I'm reading that right now about how islands have fresh groundwater due to rainfall recharging porous geological formations where freshwater lenses form floating above denser saltwater. That's yeah, same thing. That's funny.
interesting.
Yeah.
But now you learn something new on the Mix It Up podcast. But I think that's a wrap. I think we started losing people. Everyone's like, they're talking about water. Let's get
Yeah,
out of
but
here.
they stick to the porn conversation.
Right. We love the porn. It was funny. But listen, we'll see you next week.
Yep.
And happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Peace, bitches.
Peace.
Sometimes the day feels like the night. I don't know what's wrong with me. Never mind about what I've seen. I'll sit alone in this disguise, but I'll try reflection still remains.